Welcome back. I know this has been 700 years, but it took me quite a while to finish this journal, and plus, yeah, I was quite busy, but she is finally done. This is my fairy journal. I think I mentioned it in the previous video that I made, like I said, 700 years ago. There was a lot of work that went into this, so yeah, I'm just speaking while you guys can see the front page. I did some I don't know what you call this, where you cut out pieces and you just layer them up so that you have like that 3D dimension in the on the front. And then I just added some, oh, I saw this came off now, so I'm gonna have to repaste that. But yeah, this is just some lace that I had, and I made a nice and fluffy dangle for her, and I added some charms in there as well. There's some fairies, some trees, looks like a moth, I don't know what that is, moth maybe. Yeah, just some charms that I've added to this dangle here. Nice fat mushroom. But yeah, she's very fat. I could literally not add anything more to her. There was some pages that I did want to do, but there's, yeah, I just couldn't. So she just closes with a simple clasp here. You can press her down a bit. You see, you can add more. So yeah, she opens very simply with a clasp there. I just need to check if I'm still in frame, and I am going to just add this here behind so that we can go through her. Let me just quickly check. She's so big that I had to put my camera way up high. Let me just move her a little bit up. There we go. Okay, so front page. Yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go through and take out what there is to take out. There's two tags in here. There's a pocket underneath that vellum there. It says Once Upon a Time. I thought it was quite fitting for this journal. And then there's just a plain tag at the back of that one. Just slides, all slides in there. There's a plain tag in here, so no decorating was done on this. And then these are two stickers that I don't even know where I got them, but one is a little fairy, one is a little frog, very cute. So I have added them in here, and I'm sorry, I know this journal is so chunky that I have trouble going through it. This is then the first signature. Added some lace, some leaves, some flowers, some nice and fluffy wool. There's a little bunny there. It's so busy that you might miss the things. There's a little frog on a pedestal. This is a little pocket. This is a pocket. And that's just a journaling card with a little mushroom on the back. And I'm going to keep saying little again and drive myself nuts. So that leaf just needs to go behind. This is identity card this journal belongs to. And then you can put your name on there. And that just slides in there. Made lots of tabs with lots of little charms hanging from it. Just a very small tag there, and then a little fairy on there. Pocket here, and this is a pocket, so there's another journaling card in there, or a tag in there that you can journal on. Journaling card. Back is plain for journaling, and this was quite cute. I found this and it says Grimm's Fairy Tales, and I thought that would work nicely. This is a pocket with a journaling card in the pocket, and she goes in there. And then I've added a little bit of fake moss and a butterfly, lots of flowers. This is a die cut that I have. All the fairies was fussy cut by me, obviously. This is what took so extremely long when I made this journal. And then there's a journaling card in there. Added some lines there at the back. This is coffee dyed paper. Nice. Okay, so on this page, this is wool that I bought, and it came with like there's a lot of strands in it, so I just pulled them all apart, and then I've added this here because I love the fluffy look of this. There is 2 pockets in here, so with a journaling card, a tag, some fairies on there, plain at the back, and then this is also a pocket, so actually 3 pockets there, and then this is just a journaling card or a journaling tag as well. On this page, I love this paper, so I didn't cover it up. I've just added a journaling card here, and then yeah, one can either decorate this if you wanted to, or write on it. I thought a, what do you call it, a tab with a little, this is a big mushroom. Actually, I should stop saying little. Please count how many times I say little and let me know. Okay, this is just a side pocket with some bits and pieces just added to it. And then this was so cute, this little girl, so I just added an actual butterfly sticker because she was just so cute, I couldn't leave her. And then that's just a plain on the back. There is just a very little small piece of little again writing space on this. Yeah, I tried to add writing space on all of the pages, but obviously I forgot to do that on some. Then there is a pocket at the back of this one, space for journaling. There is 2, I forgot to add a ribbon to, oh, why doesn't she want to go back now? There we go. Forgot to add ribbon to this journaling card, plain on the back, plain on the back. I love this paper, it's beautiful. And obviously just some lace that I've added there, and then because this is plain, you can write on that as well. There's a pocket in there with this one do come out because that pocket is quite narrow and the card fits quite snugly, and it does struggle a bit to come out. Just a plain journaling card, coffee dyed paper on the back. I've added some packaging plastic here so that the journaling card can slide in and out nicely, otherwise it would catch on these cutouts on this page. It's just some lace that I add. This is the center of the first signature. It's journal number 2, finally done. There is a journaling card on here. This can be a tag. I can maybe add a little ribbon or something there at the top. And then there's a pocket here. Love these images as well. Plain on the back for writing. This took me hours to create, so all these leaves had to be pasted on here, and there's quite a few of them. And then I've added that fairy there looking down. I can still, you see, as every time I go through this journal, I think I should add something more, but yeah, I think I'm done. But you can add something here so that it kind of have the look that this fairy is looking down at something. But yeah, like I said, there's so much in here. This is just a journaling card. I love the image, that's why I've added it. Not necessarily fairy specific, but I thought this could be a door into the forest kind of thing. I added all these little envelopes. There's nothing in any one of them, but they all do open, and you can add something to all of them. Tag, yet again forgot to add a lace or ribbon in there. plain in the back for journaling. This is a pocket here, plain on the back for journaling. Then there's a pocket in there, and something just fell off. Don't know what it was. I just heard something falling now. Side pocket with a tag in there, very cute little fairy, journaling space on the back. And one has to be careful when putting back the tag in here because of this very delicate lace pattern. This is also one of my favorite images. I love that fairy sitting there on that rock, and then if you take that out, there's a fairy there, journaling space on the back, and one can also journal in there if you want to. Left this plain. This is the other side of that paper that I've mentioned. I'm sorry if my camera is wiggling. It's extremely high up to get this journal into focus. Journaling card or a tag in here. Just layered some bits and pieces to get this, and then coffee dyed paper on the back. This is actually interesting. So I've got a drying rack where I put my papers on, and it's like net, and this image came off like that. Just coffee dyed paper is so versatile. Then I've added a covered paper clip here. There's a journaling card here with a little frog on it. This is also came from that same batch of papers where I dried it on that knitted surface. Very interesting, but I love the look of it. And then he just peeks out there, and I had to add a hidden paper clip here because he kept sliding off, and I wanted him to peek out there behind the mushroom. So I like him sitting there. That's just a little again cluster I made. There's a small tag, and you can actually write something on there, and a charm. There's another charm on here, fairy sitting on a moon. Fussy cutted image. This was a masterboard that I've made, first time in my life making a masterboard. Didn't even know what it was, but I used it to make quite a few tags out of it and loved it. Added a little added a flower, lace and fake moss, blanket the back for writing. And I've tried to add some twos in here to remind me of what journal this was. This is a very plain page, just a pocket, some flowers that I've added, a tag, plain in the back, and I've stenciled a little bit on here. I don't know if you can see it so clearly. I don't have the best lighting here. This I actually made on camera. This was still when I thought I'm going to have this journal done quickly. Added a paper clip to hold things together there. This is a journaling card. Space on the back for writing. Added some lace that's peeking out there. This is a very thin paper, and you can probably use this somewhere else in the journal as well. Love this quote. I'm just going to add that back. If I start taking things out of this journal, I will be completely lost as to where they go in, because there's so much going on. All of my, I'm going to take this out. I tried to cover up a little bit of the signature centers. I do think I'm losing stuff as I go along. In any case, I do think my spine might be a bit thick, and I do think that I did add maybe too many signatures, and that's why this took me so extremely long to finish. There was a lot of work going into this. Love this image. Had to add it. At the back is I didn't back this one. I should back this one still, but it's just the image of fairies and a frog. There's a pocket there, and I held this together with this paper clip that I've decorated. There's just a dangle on there and a bit of lace, and a small envelope, a journaling card plain at the back, and this one's very plain, so this one can also still be decorated. And they just all sit together like that. And you just add that. Love the colors on this page. Came out quite nice. There's a fairy ring. Added a little bead there. You guys gonna count how much I said little, right? And a very small tag. I just did some stenciling on this page. This one also doesn't have writing space on it. Forgot that I wanted to add a pocket on here and already started placing things on the page, so it is what it is. I made this into a pocket, the back of that one. Added some of that wool that I spoke about earlier, a flower, a little fairy. Journaling card, plain, very plain these two. They can still be decorated. This one I should maybe just, oh no I can't. In case I want to say glue that down, but it's at the bottom of the tag. I love this lace, and it's polka dots on there, and it tied in quite well with these two. So plain page, can you believe it? She was just as cute, so I had to add her, and she's just held on there with a clip. Plain at the back. Oh, this is some stenciling I did on here. Then there is another hidden paper clip there. Journaling card. I think I've mentioned this in the previous video, but this is, you get this result when you add salt to your coffee dyed paper before it dries. So it makes these beautiful little bubbly effect. Fussy cut these, added a little resin on the wings, just for interest's sake. Oh my goodness. It almost looks like these pages are burnt edges. It's not, it's just, it was lying in coffee too long. And this effect, I've got no idea how I got to this effect. Oh, this one just slides in there. But yeah, I wanted to leave this blank because it's pretty. Journaling card, yet again just a sticker with a butterfly sticker. Some mushrooms there. Yeah, I've added quite a few things on this one. Blank at the back. This is when you do eco dyeing, but you actually use your iron, so it also gives quite nice patterns. If anybody wants to know how to do that, let me know. This I just printed as on vellum. Vellum prints quite well. There's a pocket in here. Journaling card, blank at the back. This is from a 1940s book, The Fly Page. So I've added that in there for a bit of old. If you hear somebody talking at the back, it's my husband, he's working. Journaling card, sorry, he's not distracting me. Journaling card, I've just added a stencil to the wet coffee to get that effect. And she just peeks out there. Some leaves, some fake moss, you know what you call that, another leaf. I think we've gone past the middle of the second signature, but nevertheless, there's a journaling card in here. Added some feather to his head to make him look alive, if you want to call it that. Some resin flowers, a little leaf, butterfly, journaling tag there. I'm sorry if my bigger hands are in the way. This is a side pocket with a plain journaling card. Very nice for writing both on the front and the back. Oh, this can be decorated. Charm added there. Left this one plain, just did some stenciling on it. Left this one quite plain as well. Now I'm thinking I should have decorated this one as well. There's a pocket in there. And it just says notes, and so your writing space is here on the front, and I've added a picture there at the back. This one's just plain at the back, so both can probably be decorated more. But I left the pocket and it says notes. I like that effect. So, pocket I made of packaging paper there, because I like you can't really hear it, but I like the feel and the sound of that paper. Did a lot of fussy cutting here with the fairies. This is part of the masterboard I referred to earlier that I just cut up and made some tags with. This I think is a sticker that I added on here, and this is part of my, I think, eco dyed paper that I did with the iron. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure now. This journal has taken me so long to make. Just a little lace stenciling side pocket, vellum side pocket that I have. Why is the words always missing when you do a video? You do that where you just add that through your machine, whatever, you guys know what I mean. Just and I've just layered up the pages here. This one's quite a busy page because I've added the sleeves in the center of the two signatures. A journaling tag in there, fussy cut image on the front, love the quote, fussy cut that. There is a pocket at the back of that, it's just plain, and then there's two tags in there. So it's basically just two pockets that actually overlaps. Nothing fancy. This I quite like. I think we should maybe start adding that to the back here now. I love how this came out. I hope you can see it. This is windows I made with stickers at the back. Now there is pockets in here, but because of the paper that I used and it looked like lace, I didn't add anything to the pockets, but you can. I mean, there you go. Tag with, you see, I forgot I made this. There's a space there at the back for another tag. I did not add anything to the back of this one either. I should. This is also part of that masterboard that I made. And this is some of the parts of that wool that I spoke about. There's quite a few different strands of things in that wool. I don't know what you call it. Side pocket tag with a tag. Basic image. That was just a paper that had windows on it, so I used that as the back display. I love this mushroom. This is one of my favorite charms, and I only have 5, so now I have 4. This is the cutest thing ever. Added a sticker there at the back to create that. This is just there's nothing on the back, plain for journaling. And I should add some lace or trim there as well. This is a belly band. This is gel print that I tried very, very hard to get done successfully. I have not had success yet. I will try again. But so I added just not a stencil, what do you call that? Oh my goodness, everybody's screaming in the back. Anyways, the things that you ink and you put it on. Added a mushroom with a fussy cut fairy on there. And this is just some old music paper that I had. Just the cluster that I've made here. And isn't this beautiful? Even the smallest spark can light the darkest night. Love that quote. Part of masterboard, added a fairy, paint the back. This is a postcard type of image that I add, so I use that in there because I love the colors. It's very cohesive on this page. Should probably add a pen or something in here because she also keeps falling out. Just a fussy cut image, writing space at the back. This is my very pink page. This is a see-through pocket, and oh, I've decorated this one. I bought some spray inks and went wild. So I just decorated that on the back like with the spray inks. I hope the light is okay because I can't see clearly now. I can't seem to get this. Oh, there we go. Two tags. This is a secret writing space, so this pulls out and there is some writing space in there, and then it just slides back in. And I've added this tag to make it look like there's nothing there, so it's secret. Okay, let's put that under here. So here I made a little booklet sticker that I had, and I've added some plant prints, doily, some paper. I thought it was a cute thing, and she just slides in there. Some moss coming off. This is a pocket in there with literally just a piece of paper to write on. Shoot, I hope this video doesn't go too long. Just a window that I cut with some packaging plastic there, and it has a tag in it with a fairy. There's a pocket in here. It's just writing space both front and back. And what is interesting, I don't know why this happens, but I've got ink that actually vanishes over time. I don't know, maybe somebody can explain. There was a fairy printed on, or stamped, that's what I was looking for, the word stamped on here. But now it's literally just writing. And there's a little star. I've added this fairy to this paper that I had, so it looks like he or she is literally hanging from the branch. Took me forever to do that. Pocket there with writing space. This is also just plain paper, and I added some interest to the page by adding leaves, and there's some netting there. There's a butterfly there. There's a whole lot of stuff going on there. This is just wool that I had lying around, and I've just added a stencil to this page, and this can all be writing space. And I've tried to use fairy tale books when I did this. You'll see this is Tom Thumble, I think, something now that line. This is a hidden paperclip. This is an envelope. There is nothing in there. I could not fit anything else in this journal, like I said. Journaling card plain on the back. This is coffee dyed paper, sure. And the envelope is just kept closed by adding this hidden paper clip on the belly band there. This is a pocket. That is a pocket. I did not add anything to it. I couldn't. Flower there. Just the very rough tab that I made there with a leaf and a charm of a fairy. Belly band with a journaling tag, quite big. I don't know if you saw that now. So it's just images that I fussy cut and added together basically. There is a pocket in here, nothing added to that pocket. Just added him because why not? This is a envelope and I've added some leaves, a doily, some cutted images. I've made a journaling card there. And then I've made this little, and you can write on the back, I've made this jar with, I think it can move, but because it's flat, I didn't want to add more bulk to the journal, that's why I left it flat, but it should be able to move in any case. And there is a envelope in here. I don't think I've added, no, I didn't add anything to the envelope. This opens up and it gives you a big space for journaling. And then this just literally tucks in behind the lace there. And I've added some leaves. Let that blank. Belly band. Writing space, side pocket, it's just film, writing space, there's an envelope that can come out. And then we have this little fairy throwing leaves down there. And when you place her back, there's just some writing paper there. But when you place her back, because of her hand, it looks like she is actually trying to touch you. I thought that was cute. You see? And then there's a very small fairy with a mushroom on there. Writing space there. Number 2, vellum pocket. I've added this fairy, image that I had. I've actually used my sewing machine very little during this journal. I think I started off using it and then forgot that I was doing it. So 3 tags, writing space, writing space, so job, have this page, there's a pocket in there, some writing space, some writing space, and then these all open up like so, writing space, and they can obviously be decorated more, and then the big one. And this just clips together with a hidden paper clip, otherwise they do tend to just go open as you page through the journal. Journaling tag, there's a fairy there at the back as well with a moth. That is also a hidden paper clip there. And then there's some writing space, and this is one of those leaves that I've added in the front there, and I've just present the tag and added a fairy. And the 2 of them just slides under there with a little quote I love. Fabric pocket, that's a cute little ladybird tag. And this is that same ink that kind of just starts to vanish. Don't know why it happens. And it wasn't cheap, it was like Stazon, or I don't know the names of these things, but yeah, it was not a cheap ink. The postcard, nothing on the back for writing. That is an envelope. There is nothing. Oh my goodness, I don't even know if I'm on screen anymore. There's nothing in there. Okay, so redoing this last page as my camera stopped filming. I'm hoping we're getting through this. So this is a very big hidden paper clip. There is a pocket in there. There's nothing in the pocket. So this is just to keep this in place. Oh, and there is writing space here. And then this is a old one of those old CD covers, and journaling card in there. And then we have a little bunny. Are you guys still counting the littles? Journaling card. Last page. So envelope. It's empty. You can add something in there obviously. Journaling card. Writing paper. Oh, I'm sure it opens up, yeah. Sorry, you can't see this page clearly. I just tore that, so I need to go and fix that. But in any case, this is just a side pocket with some lace added to it, and like I said, I will have to fix that. And I made another one of those 3D images here. I don't know what you call that when you, it's not decoupage, I don't know. There is a pocket there at the back, and I've added a charm. And I like that sitting there, so it looks like it's hanging over the door. And then there's another, sorry, another pocket in here, the journaling card. And that is it. If you are still with me, thank you so very much. Let me know if you like it in the comments. I left the back just blank. So yeah, that's my very, very fat fairy journal. All done. Except for those ribbons and those 2 backings I think I still need to add. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.